Hey YouTube, it's Old School Gamer, bringing you a review today of Kingdom Hearts for DS 358.5 days. Did the intro video a few days ago, and now I'm going to do the actual review. Hopefully I can do it justice. A couple things to mention before though is I tried playing it. I'm not that far in the game, but I got far enough where I can show you guys most of the stuff. And I played it on both the DSi and DS Lite, and it's weird, it might be just me, but I have to say that it looks better on the DSi. I'm not sure if that's because the screens are small on the DS Lite and it's scrunched down or something, but I think that cutscenes and everything look better on the DSi. Also, another problem I ran into, when playing on the DS Lite, the control pad seems very unresponsive. It's hard to switch directions. Like, you'll be going forward and you have to put your thumb all the way over, you know, to turn left or right instead of just kind of going into diagonal. It doesn't seem to pick up diagonal movement. It's pretty odd, actually. Don't know why it does that, but I try not to play it on the DS Lite for that reason, because it's that noticeable to me that when I play it, it makes it difficult for me to play. So, you know, it still works for the DS Lite and everything, like I can play it and stuff, it's just, I prefer it on the DSi, so don't be discouraged to go and buy it if you have a DS Lite. I would still buy it, because it's a pretty cool game. Alright, so let's start it up. Sorry if the lighting's kind of off. It's kind of dark in my room, so. So basically the game's divided up into days, and you play through each day. And the place where everything begins. This is called the gray area, or the main hub of the game. And basically, Kingdom Hearts 358.5 days consists of completing a bunch of little missions for Organization 13. So it'll feel a lot different from regular Kingdom Hearts when you're playing it. The controls are pretty much the same. There's two different control schemes. And it's also weird. You have to play through like the first 5 missions or so in the game to unlock the second control scheme. It's really weird. So you use the D-pad, move around. A is attack, but you can't attack while you're in the gray area. B is jump. Y is the same as the start button. I'll get to that in a second. And X cycles through this menu here. But you can also hold down X and use the D-pad to cycle through. So, if you've ever played Kingdom Hearts before, sorry, it's kind of out of focus. Over here you have like your magic and items. Oh, why did you get out? You have your magic and items. So you can scroll down and select your magic from there. Or there's also, you can set up shortcuts like in the other Kingdom Hearts games to use your magic or items or anything. So and then so that's the top screen. You have so that stuff. You have Roxas and how much health, and this you can see part of it's yellow. When your health gets down to the yellow, that's when you can use your limit break, which is basically you become super powered for a little bit of time. And on the bottom screen, you have a map of wherever you are and information. So when you press the start button, you get your start menu. There's a lot of stuff to do here. A system that's new to 358.5 days, I believe, is a thing called panels, where basically all the new upgrades, weapons, and stuff you get, you have this big panel right here, and you put them all in this panel. You put everything in this panel, and you have to fit it in there. The only thing I can relate it to is Mega Man Battle Network. If any of you guys have ever played that, you kind of have to fit all your chips in a certain way, and in sort of a Tetris-style thing. You have to fit everything you need in this little space. I don't know if that makes any sense. I would explain it more, but I'm already at like 5 minutes. So here you have more stuff. Hollow missions, or replaying the missions you've already beat. Files, or Roxas' diary and enemy profiles. You have tutorials, game settings, save. There's no more save points. You save whenever you're in the gray area, and you can return to the title screen. And down at the bottom, you have all of Roxas' stats, your levels, his HP, his strength, everything you need. So, basically, as far as I know right now, to accept the mission, you talk to this guy. This is Sayek, he's a member of Organization 13. So you talk to him and you go to this this main selection where you can pick from missions. Now they have mandatory missions and they have missions that you can actually skip and go on with the game. Sometimes though the missions that you can skip, they sometimes still have some crucial items in there, so you're going to want to play through them. But if you want to just get through the game and see the story, then you can just go through the mandatory ones. And the how you'll tell is this little thing. You can probably barely see it, but it's a little keyblade, and the ones with keyblades on them are the ones that you have to do. So I'll start this mission right now. So you click on a mission, and it'll give you 3 tabs. It'll give you the summary of the mission, the objectives, and the rewards you get from playing that mission. So for example, this one is I have to team up with Xigbar and infiltrate this new world and gather intel. So basically this is Agrabah. This is the first time in Agrabah, which is Aladdin's world. So then from there you can press A to embark on your mission, and you'll go. The touchscreen, I haven't seen how it's used other than to swivel this, turn the camera around, but I use the L and R buttons for that. So you can see, very much like Kingdom Hearts 2. And for, I think, if there's going to be a cutscene here. Alright, for time's sake, I'm going to skip the cutscene. Just so I can show you guys some combat. If there's even going to be. Okay, so, much like Kingdom Hearts 2, Heartless will appear, and you can attack them from there. Again, A is to use your Keyblade. There's a lock-on system, just like in Kingdom Hearts 2. As you see, my partner's on fire. It's not good. And basically, in this mission, you're gathering intel, so you're basically just examining anything suspicious. There's a lot of dialogue in this game, so if you don't like to read a lot, that's something to consider. You can also use magic, like in any other Kingdom Hearts game. I have Fire and Blizzard right now. So, yeah, there's boss fights. I won't give away too much because you gotta play. You don't want to play through the game, but there's some boss fights which are pretty fun. Overall, the game plays pretty well. I heard that like sometimes the magic doesn't target very well, but I haven't run into that problem. Yeah, overall, it's a really great game. Really great game, and I would definitely recommend picking it up if you're a fan of Kingdom Hearts, or if you've never even played any of the games. It's still a pretty fun DS game. It's really impressive for the DS's hardware, I think. It's got a lot of information. One thing I liked is I thought you would only be able to have one save file, you know, just because of the size of the game or whatever. But there's actually 3 different files you can save in. So, pretty cool. See, that was kind of just well, I tried to cover as much as I could, but that was a review of Kingdom Hearts for 358.5 days. Hope you enjoyed it. Keep watching. Thanks. See ya.